Hi, I just wanted to let y'all know if you feel bad, depressed, or anything because of the fact that you were laid off from work, can't go to work because of coronavirus and all that, um, I just wanted you to know there is hope. You can apply for the checks that they're going to disperse to people. You can apply for unemployment. I've had to do these things in the past when I lost a job. And also whenever I was forced to retire early from the Army, because a lot of people had rejected us when we moved back to my hometown because we didn't have the kind of money that they had. They were married and I was a single parent, and they just treated us differently. They didn't give us the respect since my daughter and I didn't have that much money, and my older daughter was working, so she did have money, so they kind of respected her. Plus, she also has always been above average academically, so she also had that respect, and she's also very talented. I mean, my younger daughters and I are talented too, but we just didn't have the type of respect that we deserved, and it's kind of put us in a bind. I did have to apply for welfare one time, which was actually a good time in my life because it helped me get a job at Macys, which they had like a rest care program for people who applied for welfare, and they were forcing people to work. They weren't just going to give you the money, which really helped me because it was a very aggressive job enrichment program that I went to. And even though I had to drive 30 minutes back and forth to work and it only paid minimum wage, I was working full time, and I really loved my work environment at the time until they tried to switch me to commission. I loved working in the cosmetics and perfume department because it wasn't so stab you in the back competitive. But once they switched me to handbags, the next March, I mean, I worked there like from 3 days before Black Friday through the next March, and everything was hunky dory, awesome, great experience, beautiful there at Christmas. And then the handbags department got me because I just don't buy those high priced handbags that cost like $300 and $400, and it's hard for me to relate to people that do because I think it's a waste of money. But um, that's just another reason why, you know, the people rejected us when we moved back here. They wanted us to be that type of person, but we're not. And if you learn to get by without having all these brand name labels, that really, you know, are like not what's important in life. I had to learn myself because before I had kids, I used to want the name brand stuff, had all these credit cards and made sure we had the finest of everything. And then once I had kids, I couldn't do that anymore. And I just learned the important things in life, the simple things, and learned how to use healthy outlets with art and music and nature, pet therapy with your pets. We have a dog that we adopted from a shelter. He's awesome. I can't wait till we can get another one, but right now we can only afford to have one. And just you can find things, simple things in life that will just help you out to get by, and bonding with your family and friends that do care, that are true family and friends that aren't so worried about material things, then that's what you can find in life. And then having a bond with your spiritual higher power, that helps a lot too. A gratitude journal helped me a lot too, and the churches that actually needed people to help with things made me feel like we were just as valuable as the rich members, even though we couldn't tithe as much as they did or something. I still tithed, what little that we do have, and I still do. We try to check on like older people from our church and everything that need help and ask them if they need deliveries or whatever now, and practice the safety like precautions with the mask and all that. But keeping in touch with people like that and realizing where you can help helps you, as long as you don't end up sick. You have to be careful. And anyway, I just I kind of started a transport business for people that I do know, for deliveries and for taking them places if they don't have a vehicle, for $1 per mile, which isn't very much, but I have to be able to pay for gas, and if I need a new tire or something, have a little emergency fund. But haven't really had too many takers, only about 2 or 3 so far, people that I know. So, which is good because I don't have too many people, because that's more of a risk of catching coronavirus, and I don't need that. Neither does my mom or my daughter, whom I live with right now. So, and that's another thing. We're thankful that my mother lets us stay here for low rent, and it's just, as long as I'm a single parent, it's hard for me to fit in like I did before when I wasn't a single parent. So, sometimes it's hard to find the job that I need, despite the fact that I do have a college degree. Thankful that I'm a veteran, because that helps a lot. I was able to get my medical chapter out with major depression, which was brought on by feeling rejected and everything from being a single parent, and just financial difficulties, and et cetera, et cetera. But things have gotten a lot better since I was able to get that pension check. And then I found out I'm eligible to get back into the military if it ever came to that, but I need to be married first, because they don't really let single parents in as much as they used to, is what I was told. And then I'd have to give up my daughter. I was like, no, I don't want to do that. So, plus at my age, I mean, I would probably be stuck at a desk or something, away from the action and the stuff that I wouldn't really thrive at doing in the military, because I really don't like to do paperwork. I mean, I don't know who does, but so maybe some people do, but I really prefer having the active jobs where you're actively doing something. But I don't really want to settle for minimum wage, because I don't feel like I should. I did enjoy Macys, but you have to kind of be in better shape than I'm in now. Like back when I was working there, I was in excellent shape. I was about 4 sizes smaller. So that's another thing I'm working on right now, is on the keto diet, and I have lost 40 pounds in 4 months. So 10 pounds a month isn't too bad. And then I have about 30 or 40 more pounds I want to lose by summer if possible. But I'm sticking to it, and it may not be the healthiest diet in the world, but it's working. So just try to get exercise every day. Take some supplements. Vitamin B, vitamin D have helped me a lot, and of course vitamin C right now with the immunity, and got to build the immunity up. And then I take a multivitamin as well, and omega-3 fish oil, glucosamine, chondroitin with MSM, which helps my arthritis, and magnesium does also. So that way I can actually participate and do more things that I couldn't do if I didn't have those supplements. So there's ways. I also take collagen to make sure my skin doesn't age too fast or get too dried out or whatever. Oral collagen is helping a lot, and I'm almost out of that. I'm almost out of biotin. I've got to buy those 2 things when I get my pension check on the 1st. But we've been really blessed and thankful that we can do all that we do and have the peace and bonding time with each other that we do have. And it's just things like that you got to be grateful for. Indoor plumbing, electricity, appliances that work, things like that. So when you thank God for the little things, then He helps you get bigger things. I believe that, and pay it forward when you can. All right, well, this video is almost 10 minutes long, so I think it's time to say I do. I did not I do, but I do in French. But anyway, I hope you